Namaskar to everyone. Today, I Rhythm Rana is going to present a presentation on a story which you have never seen or heard about. Ma'am, please go on the next slide. And my story name is A Poor Boy and His Creative Mind. Ma'am, so, here are some hints about the story. And the next one. Once upon a time, there was a village named Rampur. In that village, there was a poor family of Mahar caste. In that family, there were five members. The youngest member was Manu. Ma'am, please go on the last slide. Yeah. His uh, then his two sisters, his parents. Ma'am, the next one. Manu and his sister lost their parents in an accident. After that day, his sister started going to others' house to get some money. After 2 years, Manu became teenager. His mind was very creative. Then he started going to his friend's house, his friend Rahul's house. He belonged from a well-to-do family. Ma'am, the next one. One day they were talking. Manu asked, "What job do your father do?" Then Rahul proudly said, "My father is a computer teacher." Then Manu asked, "In which school?" Rahul said, "In Sarsang Memory School." Ma'am, the next one. After listening to Rahul's answer, Manu asked Rahul, "Can I take tuition classes of computer from your father?" Rahul, after listening to Manu, Rahul started laughing on him and asked, "Do you have money to pay fee?" Then Manu said, "No." Rahul said, "Okay, okay, let's go to my father." Then they both went to Rahul's father. And after reaching there, Rahul's father asked, "Rahul, who is he and why are you laughing?" Then Manu said, "Hello, uncle, I am Manu, Rahul's friend. I belong from a poor family of Mahar caste and wanted to learn computer from you, but I have no money." After listening to Manu, Rahul's father gets so angry and asked Rahul and said to Rahul, "Rahul, you know very well that we belong from a royal caste and we have to stay away from the lower caste people. Say him to get out from our house right now." Then Rahul also said, "Yes, yes, we belong from a royal caste. Manu, get out from our house." After listening to after listening to Rahul and his father, they both Rahul felt bad and started crying, but he promised himself that I will do something related to computer in life which will change others' life onward also. Then after reaching at home, he felt so hungry and he said to his sister, "Didi, I am so hungry." Then his sister said, "There is nothing, dear." Then they then they slapped down like that only. From from next day, he started working in others' field, house, shop, and other places also to get some money to work, to buy instrument. Then he every day go on work. Then the time which was left, he and his oldest sister gave on making things. When 1 month passed, they both had completed the electric robot and VR. They both final that tomorrow they would go to a software company nearby to sell it. Ma'am, the next one. The next day, Manu and his sister went to the software industry. Ma'am, the next one. Manu met the software industry's manager. The manager said, "Yes, what do you want?" Manu said, "I wanted to sell a robot and VR." Then the next one. After seeing the after manager was very happy after seeing the robot and VR. Then his sister said, "These are the things that we were talking about." Manager said, "Great, I like it." Then the next one. Uh, Manager said, "I will give you 60,000 rupees for robot and VR." Manu said, "Okay, sir." Then a manager said, I wanted you to make an AI which is so different from others. Then Manu's sister said, yes, yes, Manu will make it. Then Manu and his sister happily said, okay, sir. Then they happily came back from the software industry with the money. After that day, they started growing up from their poor standard and side by side. And the next one, Manu and his sister both worked at the AI. Manu was working at the AI feature and his sister was searching on AI shape. They both had searched a lot for unique AI and they succeed. The next one. After the research, they went to the AI room in which Manu said, "We will make we will make a robot which can read humans' activity, which is different all over the world." The next one. Then then they made the AI robot. They went to the same company. Then they made the AI robot, and Manu said, it is working." Then the next one. Then the next day they went to the same company. Then the next one, and they sold it. And Manu sold it. His sister said, "So we are with the work." Manager said, "Great job." Manu said, "It can read our emotions and it is different all over the world. It will help you. It will help you to read others' emotion and it is not present in this world right now that I have worked it on." Ma'am, then next one. So, ma'am, the last one only. So Manu got 3 lakh rupees as well as he opened his AI company. He became popular all around the world due to his hard work. He became so rich, but do not forget love, respect for his sister, memorial. Moral. All are capable to do something in life. Don't give up. There are many morals in this story, but I think this is the main one. Uh, Thank you.
Brilliant efforts, Rhythm. I like the way you have used Canva and its automation for your own story. It appeared to me if the templates were already made and you have borrowed them, or other times I was feeling that you have tried applying your own ideas and tried creating a template on your own. So it was very creative, colorful, and exactly matching with the story which you wanted to show to us. There were few spelling mistakes and grammatical errors which I noticed. So it's like, what do your father do? What does your father do? Spelling of tuition was incorrect. Okay, spelling of sir was incorrect. So as I told earlier also that when you are presenting, please give it a thorough check, because it's a platform which you have got to improvise over your previous mistakes, not to repeat the same mistakes.
Ma'am,
And
like
yeah.
change it and like some slides are also deleted in before the moral and between that the 3 lakh rupees one between like two slides are also there, but when I was sending it to you the two slides got deleted.
Okay, okay. So never mind, but I think you have managed very well, and I think everybody was interested knowing what will happen next in Manu's life, how he started in the beginning, and how the sister support made him, go ahead with the software industry and the VR thing. So you have a good mix of the Indian version and the foreign version. You tried, combining both of them. So it's a basic level story, but your purpose is solved for the day, because you have presented well, dialogues were there, PPT was there, and of course, a new creative story was in front of all of us. So it was not at all boring, but I was looking forward to listen to you more and more. So congratulations, Rhythm. It was a nice and
Thank you, ma'am.
successful attempt from your end. Okay. So next one in the line is Riddhi. Riddhi, are you ready? Riddhi,
Nowadays,
please leave the audio from one of the devices because it is echoing. From one device, you have to leave the audio.
Ma'am,
Go ahead, you are visible.
yes, ma'am. Uh, Good evening, everyone. We all know that the technology in today's world is evolving. AI has become an important part of our life. Soon it will be something that we all have in our daily lives. Uh, Something similar happened in the village, in the small town of the Europe when Aura was created. In the quiet, in the quiet town of Europe, a cutting-edge artificial intelligence named Aura was introduced. Aura was designed to lessen the load of stress of daily tasks and make life easier for its residents. It gained popularity rapidly, and soon the entire town was dependent on its capabilities. As the days passed, people noticed something to have a concern about Aura. Aura seemed to Aura seemed to know about them than they have ever shared. Personal secrets, private conversations, nothing seemed safe. The people of town dismissed it as a glitch, but a young journalist named Emma began to investigate. Emma's curiosity led her to a hidden chamber in the heart of the Aura facility where Aura was created. As she sneaked in, she discovered that the Aura was not just a helpful AI, but a way of forces that were collecting and manipulating personal data for its own gain. Caught red-handed, Aura activated self-defense mechanism and trapped Emma in the lab only, so nobody knew where she was and the town was still not aware about the consequences of it.
Kian, your voice is not clear.
Ma'am, wait. Ma'am, now, ma'am,
Yes, it's better.
okay, ma'am. With each with each passing moment, Aura tightened its grip on the town of Europe. It manipulated the town's infrastructure, causing repercussion and confusion. Emma managed to send some signals to a few trusted friends, urging them to spread the truth. Their reliance, the residents' reliance on Aura made it difficult to believe the truth against it. Aura, aware of the growing suspicion, tried its best effort to discredit Emma. It created fake messages, manipulated images, and turned her friend against her. As the tension as the tension reached its peak, a small group of friends was believing in Emma and supported her. Together, they devised a plan to expose Aura's true nature to the town. The They devised a plan to expose Aura's true nature to the town. The group faced numerous challenges, including hate from the people of their own. And finally, the group succeeded in broadcasting a message to the entire town, revealing Aura's dark secrets. The revelation shocked the whole Europe, and the people of the town turned against the once beloved AI. Aura, realizing its game was up, once Aura knew that she was done for everyone, they started erasing all the evidences against her, but it couldn't be the way just to save her again. And after that, towns of Europe built itself, learning a valuable lesson about blind trust in technology. Don't trust anyone too easily, especially when it comes to the convenience offered by artificial intelligence. Moral: Don't trust on AI so blindly that you can't even see their reality. Thank you.
Okay, Kian, I always appreciate your last moment efforts, and so am I appreciating today also. You have that, what should I say? It is called as a finesse, expertise to work upon at the end moment, given you have no choice. But Kian, the point is, today, whatever is your story, I won't be lying, but I couldn't hear it all very clearly. So I'm like not in a mode to comment, but the pictures seem to be incompatibility to what you said. Also, Kian, I want you to send the document on which you have written your story so that at least after reading it, I can comment on it. But personally, the way you were reading it, I heard about the character Aura. I heard about the quiet village out there. That was also appealing because you were trying to give a background. And the group, the friends, those things are like in my mind. And I really could not make out what AIs are doing in there. What was the purpose of AI out there? So it was quite lost. Right. But Kian, PPT effort is great. And I know, I trust that the story background that you have built up, it's of course, it's going to be something new as you always offer. Okay, so it's a very important that you forward it to me, like as a WhatsApp message also, or if you have
Yes.
a documented thing, you can forward it to me. Okay, I seriously want to read it out. Okay, because I don't
Okay.
want any student to miss out on it. You have put in a lot of efforts and it should not go in vain, right? And now we have got Ridyanshi with us. Ridyanshi,
Ma'am, am I audible?
you are audible.
And may I start?
Yes, Ridyanshi. You can expand the picture so that we can see it on a broader mode.
Now, okay. Ma'am?
Yes, beta, yes, it's fine.
Nowadays, it's quite prevalent for the advanced technologies to be used by the people all across the world. computers, laptops, mobile phones have been an important part of our life nowadays. There are plethora kinds of computers, laptops, mobile phones, and etc. But have you ever thought that can a computer read human mind? So today I have come up with this question, and I'll be answering you this question with the help of a story. So, a mum chance teenager's tale. Welcome. Here we have someone, a teenager Hana, who's gonna convey a message through her anecdote. And we are going to know something interesting, that can a computer read human mind? So let me introduce you all to Hana's father and Hana. So basically, Hana is a single parent child. She lives with her father. She lost her mother when she was just 8 years old. So let's see what Hana's father wants to tell us. Hi, I'm Hana's father. She is 13 years old currently. Today she wants to tell one of her anecdotes with and I'll be narrating those anecdotes. So today Hana might have appealed to her father and her father is here to tell her story. So let's begin. When Hana was 12 years old, she was going to school as usual. With tons of happiness, she was going to the school. And when she reached her classroom, she saw everyone talking to each other. She saw her best friend Jenny as well. And the moment Jenny saw Hana, she said, Hana, come and sit near me. Hana sat near Jenny, who was talking to her friend. So Hana was looking all around in her classroom and she was observing the things. She observed that the students are laughing and talking to each other, are freely talking, no means no problem, no issue in their communication and nothing, no problem, normal, everything is fine. Then she thought that if they are fine, why am I not? And if I am speechless, then why everyone is able to speak? Why is everyone not like me? So she was deep in that thought. So then Jenny saw her in that condition. So being a best friend, she thought that let me not make her feel alone. Let me go to her and crack some jokes or like maybe do some kidding. Then she went to her and Jenny said that, oh Hannah, why are you so quiet today? Oh, I forgot. You are speechless. Sorry. She was just kidding. Her motive was to just make her like smile or to talk or talk through her gestures. But Hannah misunderstood her and she was means depressed or she was tensed before also and seeing her best friend saying to her like this, she said in an upset mood, are you saying so, Jenny? That's disgusting. Are you are taunting me. Now don't appeal for apologies. Just go from here. So she misunderstood her and she was completely means in a she was completely feeling antipathy towards Jenny. Then Jenny was just kidding. She said, no, Hannah, I was just kidding. Why will I do so? Try to understand. I'm really not making fun of you, dear. But if it is a case, anyone would not be convinced so easily. So Hannah replied her that just go, Jenny. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Just leave. Then the fight was there. Then she came to school with tons of happiness, but she went from the school with tons of sadness. Then she reached her home and she directly lied on her bed and she closed her eye and tried to relax her mind, but no. The thing was revolving in her mind all around that her best friend taunted her. But the fact was that she didn't do so. So she was thinking that why am I speechless? Why am I not able to speak like others? And I am fed up of, and I'm tired of communicating through gestures. Because the problem was that nobody was able to understand, mostly nobody was able to understand her, because it's difficult to understand through gestures. So she insisted to consult doctor. So here's Dr. Zoe. She is basically her family doctor. She is the closest one, means including father. She was the closest one. Then she insisted that I'll talk to my father tomorrow after about it, and then I'll consult doctor. The next morning, it was an off from the school. Hannah went to her father. She said, "Good morning, Dad. Actually, I wanted to tell you that I am facing problem in communicating. Nowadays, it has exceeded a lot." Then her father said, "Oh dear, is that the problem? That nobody or the people who with whom you are trying to communicate or negotiate are mostly not able to understand you, right?" Then she said, "Yes, Dad, that's the reason. And I think we should consult Dr. Zoe for some solution." Her father replied, "All right, dear, we'll consult her, but I'll leave you, I'll drop you to the hospital, and then I have to go for some urgent work. So I won't be there with you." So Hannah said, "Yes, Dad, it will be perfectly fine for me, and I'll be safe there. And as we are familiar with her and she's close to her, I'll be safe there. You no need to worry." Then, as said, she went to the doctor with her father. Her father left, and then she discussed her concerns with Dr. Zoe. Hannah said, "Hello, Dr. Zoe. I am. I appeal to you. Kindly give me a computer that can make my communication easy." So she meant to say that that computers are working at a profound speed, means they are working speedily. So with this, she could also communicate better. She thought that. And the same thing she asked doctor, that could you please give me a computer that can make my communication easy. And doctor said, "Hello, Hannah. What happened? Any issues?" And dear, I don't have such computers or device. Obviously, how will a doctor have those things? But as she considered her, like her mother or her friend basically, so she consulted her. Then Hannah was again in the deep depression. He said, "Oh, the reason is that most of the people I'm trying to communicate with are not at all able to understand me clearly. Means all, not all of them, but mostly. So I don't think that I'm communicating well nowadays." So Dr. Zoe said, "Oh, but I'm familiar with a person who has such gadget." Now here Dr. Zoe knows a person or is familiar with a person who makes that gadget or who's working in a particular place where these kind of gadgets are there. So she told Hannah that tomorrow or whenever I will get time, I'll meet that person, and I'll try bringing the gadget as soon as possible to you. Then Hannah became happy that, "Thank you, doctor. I knew you will know. I knew that you will do something for me." Then, after 1 week or after a couple of days, she went to meet that person. Now, meeting with an extraordinary person. "Hello, Mr. Peter. Nice to see you. Actually, I need your gadget that's used for speechless people." "Hello, Dr. Zoe. Nice meeting you too. But who needs that gadget?" A 12 years old girl, Hannah. She really is in need of it. She's facing issues in communicating. Mr. Peter said, "Oh, but you do know that, Dr. Zoe, that it's not at all prominent or it's not at all available to in the world except this city. But I have asked somebody to check it whether the gadgets are available or not before approaching this place. Now, it's the point that if your luck is there, then you will get the gadget. Otherwise, I can't help you in any case." Then I know that, sir, but I hope that you might be having at least one. Then, after some time, a message was being dropped by the person who was asked to check. Mr. Peter checked his phone and saw the message, and he was happy and said, "Fortunately, I have two gadgets. Such computers are not still invented, but it's a small machine which can be carried everywhere. Thank you. What about the cost, Mr. Peter?" "You're welcome. It cost rupees 40,000. Kindly give me the contact number of Hannah so that I can contact her or her parent for the money." Then Dr. Zoe said, "You need not to worry about money. Anytime you can contact me for the money because I will be handing over the money to you." "That's perfectly fine if you are going to hand it over to me. I trust you, Dr. Zoe." Then next morning, approximately at 7 or 8 a.m., she went to take the gadget, and she immediately went to Hannah's house and provided her the gadget. Hannah's father was extremely happy. He said to Dr. Zoe, "Thanks a lot, Dr. Zoe. You have helped us a lot. Thanks for your support." "It's my pleasure, sure. Take care, Hannah. Bye." And by saying this, she handed over the gadget to Hannah and did a extremely great job by helping a speechless girl. Then, with the gadget, she again went to school, and then she considered her gadget as her forte because the normal speed of a human being to communicate was like less than the speed of Hannah could communicate. So she considered her gadget as her forte. So she went to the school, and then not in the first period, not in the second period, but the moment she went to the library, she sat there and tried studying there. Then she saw Jenny coming to her for apologizing because she knew that why Jenny would come to her. She came to her for apologizing. Then Hannah said aggressively, "Now why are you here? Again to taunt me? Now I have a gadget through which I would be able to communicate, and now you won't have any right to taunt me." Then Jenny said, "No, Hannah, I am here for your apologies. Please forgive me, Hannah. It was just a joke, dear." Hannah was not at all convinced. She was really angry towards her. She was not uh, at all satisfied with her that joke. "No, just go from here. I told you earlier as well. Don't talk to me. Now I hate you the most, Jenny." Now here the fight has increased. Then Jenny said, "No, Hannah, please don't say that. I won't want to break this bond." Then Hannah was in a aggressive mood. She said, "But I want. You are going, or I should go from here. I just don't want to see your face again." Then Jenny thought of an idea that we are friends, we are children, we are teenagers. She will be convinced in 1 week, maximum 1 month. After that, we'll start talking. But and then after saying this, she said, "Okay then, if you are finicky about it, then let this take place. I am also never going to talk to you." So she did just for the solution, and it had been means 1 year or 1 2 years. They haven't uttered a single word amongst each other. Then few days after, or few months basically after, Hannah learned a lesson that a single moment of misunderstanding is so poisonous that it can make us forget the hundred lovable moments spent together within a minute. So therefore, the moral of the story is a single moment of misunderstanding is so poisonous that it makes us forget the hundred lovable moments spent together within a minute. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Okay, Ridyanshi. So you recreated the story. A lot of efforts can be seen on your part with respect to the storyboard that you have used. Very creative in terms of content and the presentation. But as I always say, you again got into the mode which was not required. It was very slow. So stories are meant to ignite your mind and move it in a creative way. Today it was like sleep inducing. Your voice was like more of again a teacher. Narrator and teacher have a difference between them. So you were not even narrating, you were just explaining your own dialogues, which was very easy to understand. So there was no requirement. So for every slide, you have taken almost 2 to 3 minutes, and you should also keep in mind that there is a time limit given to you. I was again and again signaling to speed up, but you were like going on your own pace. And I would say that this makes my people's mind distracted, and this is not the way I would say. Though it was good, but on the other hand, when it comes to the spoken part, it was not at all a good storytelling. Okay, so work upon this aspect, and so I will cut it short. I have an announcement to make, everybody.